Today, I'm going to show you an essential trick that every single EDM producer must know. Today's trick is one of the absolute most important fundamentals to understand about music and composition, and it's called rhythm. I've taught thousands and thousands of music producers over my time doing this music production thing and found that producers who do not understand rhythm have a really hard time building skills and ultimately getting better. So what I want to do in today's video is give you an idea of how rhythm plays a huge role in your chords, melodies, and bass lines, and how just by aligning the rhythms of these instruments, your track will sound tight and more professional. And as always, I personally guarantee that if you watch this entire video without skipping any information or clicking off of it, your music production skills will become at least 20% better just by applying every single method that you learn in this video. So today we're gonna build on this chop melody that I have here, this vocal chop melody. So you can hear just by listening to that chop melody that it's got a good natural bounce to it. Like I can rock my head to it, which is good. And there's a lot of notes and there's a lot happening when we listen to it. So I'm going to use this melody for the drop, and as I build around it, like I add my bass line, my chords, and my other instruments, my ultimate goal is going to be not to compete too hard with that rhythm, because if I compete too hard with that rhythm by having a rhythm that's too aggressive in an other instrument, like a bass line rhythm that's too aggressive, my drop will sound loose and confused. So I really have to nail my rhythm here. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna do a simple rhythm that really rolls with this melody and sounds really cool. So let's get started. The sound that I'm gonna use for bass sounds like this. So let's go ahead and start harmonizing. So you can see it's a very simple rhythm, but combined with the melody, there's a lot going on. And I think that if we build up an entire wall of instruments now against this melody and just follow the rhythm of the bass line, that we'll get a really nice tight sound and we'll ultimately get a good drop overall. So let's go ahead and start building the chords. So next thing we have to do an atmosphere. Now that I have two nice dominant rhythms in my drop, all of my other instruments are going to either follow those instruments or be way in the background, not interrupting those rhythms. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an atmosphere that's going to sound like it's way in the background, just kind of adding tone to the atmosphere. And the sound that I'm going to use is this. Alright guys, so this is the most important part of the video because now we're going to add drums to our wall of instruments that we have here. And you can really mess these drums up if you don't think about them and just go about them in a nice organized way. All the drums do is solidify some sort of pace in your composition. So I already have a good solid rhythm running for me, so I don't need the drums to do anything crazy. Alright, so now what I want you to listen to is how the kick follows the rhythm of the bass. And then obviously the snare would just be a normal, I think, halftime snare. Like that, and then obviously we can bring in the chords. And our atmospheric sound. Other percussion and effects. sub bass and leads. that's how you can use rhythm to your advantage to ultimately come up with a really tight, professional sounding drop. So if you'd like to learn more about how I made the vocal chop melody, how I made the chords, melodies, and some of the other stuff in this project, come join me in my EDM bootcamp. Some of the current students are saying amazing things about it. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.